For judgment, item number 9.
For reasons mentioned in the judgment, this writ petition is dismissed.
Lordship, I beg to mention item number 1.
Yes,
I've taken the counsel of the other party that this matter will be listed after 3 weeks. I'm yet to file a affidavit in opposition.
but Mr. Intin, some learned additional AG who seeks 3 weeks time for filing affidavit in opposition in this case. Stop. Mr. Konyak, learned counsel for the petitioner, does not raise any objection. Hence, the prayer is allowed. Let this matter be listed after 3 weeks.
Lordship, I have a similar prayer, item number 2 also. This is also, I'm yet to receive an instruction. Item number 2.
No objection. Same order. What is your name? Right here. Write his name. Okay.
Last item number 8. Yeah, this matter pertaining to two landlord construction, but I'm for the respondent, I'm yet to receive any instruction from the department.
Please, Your Lordship. Lordship, to this petition, in fact, the prayers of the petitioners are very simple. What they're simply asking is to verify and assess the damaged property, Lordship, because they're facing an involuntary displacement. As a consequence of the two landlord construction, their houses are damaged, Lordship. Now they have no money to even relocate.
You
Lordship.
file your affidavit
Yes,
early.
because we are
Let
waiting
them
for the
file.
instruction.
In fact, Your Lordship, this court has, in a similar case, Lordship, in a different writ petition, for the same project, road project, Lordship, this court has given a direction at the stage of motion to verify and assess the genuineness of the claim, Lordship. So, in the meantime, let them file their affidavit, because this is an issue which is already the respondent authorities are already discussing, Lordship. But now the question is, for the same road project, allow me to kindly apprise this, Your Lordship, that there are affected landowners. They call it lateral damages during the construction. This is the affected properties comes within beyond right of way, Lordship. So they call it lateral damage. So for the same road project, there are others who have been already assessed, whose property is already assessed. Now what is remaining is only sanctioning of the funds, Lordship. So
In your case, what has happened?
exactly, Lordship. The properties, our properties are also damaged during the road construction. It's a similar case, Lordship. But we are discriminated because our properties were not assessed, Lordship. So we are simply asking to assess and also
Why don't you assess?
compensation, Lordship. No, Lordship, this is your order. Lordship, this is your order.
No, that is in respect of a different case. They may have something to say in your case. So let them file.
Yes, Yes, Lordship. So I'm simply
Mr.
asking to
Zamir, you are
verify.
appearing for NHIDC.
So Lordship, yes. Yes, Lordship. That's why in the meantime,
Both of you file your affidavit in opposition at the early. If you intend to file, otherwise some order will be passed.
Lordship, in fact, my learned friend is also rightly pointed out that verification is necessary. I am only asking that alone, Lordship. So in the meantime, pending the disposal of this case, they can take recourse, they can take steps. But in the meantime, if an interim order is passed, Lordship, or if an order is passed, making similar observation as
Okay.
Other cases, Lordship.
Okay, we'll take up the matter when the item is called, not in the mention stage. Today we'll take up. Let the item be called.
Lordship, yes.
We'll go through the file and pass orders.
Direction also. There is an urgency.
What matter?
Pertaining to the sealing of special educated responsibility. There is a direction very honorable that has spoken to all the states and union territories in the state of in the country to conduct screening tests of the service of all the special educated responsibility. So,
Okay.
lines of such direction.
Okay.
Please, my lord, I beg to mention item 4. My lord, this pertains to two-lane construction, package 2. I've received instruction, however, I'm yet to receive the complete instructions, my lord. So I will be given 4 weeks' time.
Yes.
Lordship, no objections.
Heard Mr. L.T. Sanktam, learned additional AG appearing for the state respondent. You are also
I'm for 1 and 2 respondents, my lord.
who seeks
4 weeks' time.
4 weeks' time to receive
Instruction
instructions
and file 90 days.
and also for filing affidavit in opposition in this case. Miss N. Solo,
So,
learned counsel for the writ petitioner does not have any objection. Hence the prayer is allowed. You're for
I'm for the respondent number 3, my lord, the private respondents.
Fenyang Lushing,
SOP, my lord.
ASOP.
Yes, my name is reflected in the Paklanam, or not in the cost.
Mr. ASOP appears for the respondent number,
3, my lord.
respondent number 3. Stop. The registry is directed to reflect the name of Mr. ASOP as engaged counsel for respondent number 3 in the Wakalatnama henceforth.
Lordship, this is interim.
The interim order shall continue till next day.
Much.
Your Lordship, on 19/8/25, I was asked to
Yes,
raise
yes.
instructions.
At what stage it is pending?
Yes, Your Lordship, the matter went up to the Finance Commission. Finance Department, the petitioner's case was rejected because of certain anomalies. However, Your Lordship, on 5/3/25, there was a new office memorandum, and this covers the petitioner's case. So, Your Lordship, the respondents are compiling the petitioner's case and submit it before the government, Your Lordship.
Okay.
So his case will be considered, but it will take time. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, please, Your Lordship. Lordship, I beg to mention item number 3, Lordship.
Within my chamber. Yes.
Lord-
Item number?
Item number 3, Lordship. Lordship, here, I've received a communication letter, Lordship, made to the DC to Insan, Lordship, if I may be allowed to, please.
What is this? Yes.
Lordship, here initially, the petitioner's brother, Lordship, he applied for his very post, Lordship. But due to his
Yes,
due to his health conditions, Lordship, he withdrew from this very post, Lordship. So he was not appointed, Lordship, but initially he applied for this very post for this compassionate appointment, Lordship. And the petitioner here is seeking for compassionate appointment, Lordship, to that very post, Lordship.
what this letter says.
May I read, Lordship?
Yes, please.
To the Deputy Commissioner to Insang Namin, seeking justification.
You are seeking compassionate appointment. Then what happened?
My contention is on that. My application, this, my name does not feature the list maintained by the Department for Compassionate Appointment. My father passed away here in 2019. So it's more than 6 years.
Now their contention is that you yourself withdrew on health ground.
The petitioner's brother, Lordship.
Now petitioner has approached the department. Earlier it wasn't the petitioner's brother's name.
Initially, he applied for his very post,
Oh,
Lordship.
okay, okay.
So his name may be included in the list and also considered as it went to vacancy arises.
So, Lordship, if sometime if you grant so I can get some instructions, Lordship.
Okay. Heard Mr. Moaz Amir, learned counsel for the petitioner. Also heard Ms. S. Chang, learned government counsel, appearing for the state respondent, who placed on record letter dated, who has placed on record a letter dated 18 July 2025 by Additional Deputy Commissioner within bracket headquarters, Office of the Commissioner, Nagaland, Kohima, whereby the Deputy Commissioner Twinsan was asked to provide justification for deletion of name of Sri Suthems from the list of candidates for consideration for appointment on compassionate ground. Learned Government Council submits that she needs some more time for seeking instruction in this matter, to which Learned Counsel for the petitioner does not raise any objection, hence the prayer is allowed. Let this matter be listed after
3 weeks, Lordship.
3 weeks.
Lordship.
Let this letter dated 18 July 2025 be kept in record as a part of it.
That's Lordship. Lordship, I beg to mention item number 7, Lordship, on behalf of my colleagues. I mean, from my 2 weeks time you granted to me, Lordship. I'm here to receive instructions, Lordship.
Lordship, I have instructions to appear on behalf of respondent number 4. Lordship. I will be filing my number.
Heard Mr. M. Vero, Learned Counsel for the petitioner. Also heard Ms. S. Chan, Learned Government Counsel, who seeks 3 weeks time for filing affidavit in opposition. Also heard Mr. Z. Kulnu, Learned Counsel, who submits that he has instructions to appear for respondent number 4 and seeks 3 weeks time for filing affidavit in opposition. The prayer is allowed. Let this matter be listed after 3 weeks.
My blessed Lordship, Lordship, I beg to mention item number 5. Lordship, here I received instructions, so if I may be granted 2 weeks time to file my affidavit.
Heard Mr. Supamwati Valim, Learned Counsel for the petitioner. Also heard Ms. Bichano, Learned Government Counsel, who submits that she has received instructions in this matter and seeks 3 weeks time for filing affidavit in opposition. The counsel for the petitioner does not raise any objection to the same. Hence, the prayer is allowed. Let this matter be listed accordingly.
I oblige, Lordship.
For orders, item number 6.
I wish my lord, by order Prince,
Yes, but
Lordship, by order Direct 26/06/2025, Lordship. The respondent 2 and 3 were included, Lordship, and accordingly we were directed to take steps, Lordship. However, inadvertently we failed to take steps, Lordship. So by today itself, we will take steps upon.
heard Mr. N. Konyak, learned counsel for the petitioner, who submits that though the petitioner was directed to take steps for issuance of notice upon respondent number 3 and 4. However, due to some difficulty, the steps could not be taken. He seeks some time to take steps again.
Lordship, should have been respondent 2 and 3, and also, Lordship.
2 and 3.
While filing our amended cost title, Lordship, we failed to strike off respondent number 2, who was earlier in the petition. So I seek permission to again file new amended cost title, Lordship.
Stop. 2 and 3. Learned counsel for the petitioner also submits that the inadvertently in the amended cost title filed by the petitioner, in this case, the name of earlier respondent number 2 was not removed, and hence he seeks some more time for filing an amended cost title. In this case, the prayer is allowed. The petitioner shall take steps for issuance of notice upon respondent number 2 and 3 within 7 days from the date of this order by registered post with AD as well as by usual mode, returnable after 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Lordship,
List according.
there is an interim, Lordship.
The interim order shall continue till next.
I am open.
For orders, item number 8.
What is the matter? For construction of national highway.
Student Lordships. Lordship, in fact, allow me to kindly take you to the letter written by the district administration, Lordship. Page number 135.
Mr. Imsong, you have not yet received instructions. When this writ petition was filed?
Lordship, this year.
June.
How much time will you require?
Lordship, here the procedure is without the other respondent, and as it is, I cannot go alone also. And it has to be a June verification.
No,
So-
what is the prayer of the petitioner?
Yeah,
Lordship, it's very simple to assess the my properties, Lordship, the damaged properties,
yes.
land and properties, and award compensation.
Your land has also been affected.
Yes, Lordship. And that's why, Lordship, the matter requires urgent intervention from this court. Because, Lordship, some of my buildings are on the verge of collapse. It's not safe, Lordship, for us to reside, Lordship. But the fact is, we're not compensated. And the only saving that we have is being poured in procuring the land and constructing the building. Now, where do we have money, Lordship, to even relocate? This is why, Lordship, in fact, even an order is passed,
How many petitioners are there?
16 Lordships, 16.
Then they have to take some instructions whether land of each of the petitioner is affected or not.
Yes.
Lordship, that's why if a verification order, if this court can pass on an observation or a directive, Lordship, to verify, Lordship.
Whether it has been.
Yes, Lordship, it has been whether it has been actually affected, Lordship. Now, this order will in no way prejudice your case, Lordship.
Maybe, we get instruction as to whether this petitioner they were going to compensate. Because normally when the national highway is proposed to be constructed, we pay the best compensation in the cost. Because if it falls within the RO that is.
No, okay. Therefore, how much time will you require? Because they are contending, they are.
This for direction. Forward direction for verification. But in the meantime, no, if I will be allowed to get instruction, see the report whether there are name features in the list who has received compensation motion. And it's leading to the match compensation motion.
No, what is the difficulty in verifying
Exactly.
in the meanwhile?
Yes, sir. If I will be able to get a proper instruction as to whether they have received the compensation.
Okay. Heard, Miss.
Lordship,
Yes,
allow me to kindly apprise this court, Lordship.
yes.
Assessment is not done. Where is the question of receiving compensation, Lordship?
No, the carry out NHL is to check the report.
Yes, to find out.
Some of them, Lordship, now we are talking about the issues lateral damage, Lordship, not the properties or.
So you are also saying that you have received some.
Some might have, Lordship, for those properties which comes under right of way, Lordship.
Let them verify and let them file. We'll give short time.
Lordship.
Heard, Miss N. Koza, London Counsel for the petitioner. Also heard Mr. Imti Song, London Additional AG appearing for
4 and 5.
respondent number 4 and 5, as well as Mr. Moaz Amir appearing for respondent number 2 and 3. London Counsel for the petitioner has submitted that the land and property of the all the petitioners got affected due to construction of
2-lane road. Kohima Jisami Road, Lordship.
2-lane Kohima Jisami Road. However, she submits that though the properties of the petitioners got damaged, no assessment has been, no verification has been done to assess the collateral damage.
Lateral damage.
Lateral damage.
Yes, that's
And,
what the authorities are.
Therefore, she prays for directing the respondent authorities to do the verification at the earliest.
Lordship.
On the other hand, Mr. Intim Song seeks some time to get instructions in this matter. Mr. Moazamir also submits that he also requires instruction in this matter as to whether the petitioners have already been compensated with regard to lateral damage caused to their properties. Considering the submissions made by learned counsel for the parties, the respondent number 2, 3, and 4 and 5 are granted some time. How much time? 3 weeks.
Lordship, make it 2 weeks then, Lordship.
2 weeks. Let this matter be listed after 2 weeks.
Obliged, Lordship.
From the supplementary cost list for unlisted motion, item number 10.
Yes.
If I may be wrong, I'll take only 2 allegations. Only 2 allegations. Page number 97 motion.
Yes.
Already, we can start on page number 105. This is the petition we just pending before the Honorable Apex Court. which is registered as three petitions civil number 132/16. The order this order was passed in the month of March. 7th March 2025. And the operative motion starts from page number 105. 105.
Yes,
Mary note.
yes.
Upon hearing the council, the board made the following comment. In spite of the judgment passed by this court on 28/10/2021, and the directions contained in paragraph 57 of the judgment, which is reported in 2021-17 SSC 1, have also imposed this judgment of you. And then subsequently the orders dated 21/7/2022 and 12/3/2024 passed by this court. None of the states or union territories have made any appointments on the sanctioned post of special teachers. No, we are concerned with special teachers. Sanction post for special teachers. That was the direction of.
What is this special teachers?
Special teachers, they teach the child with special needs. Who needs
Okay.
So in the state of Nagaland, we have only 42 contractual appointees. 42. Now noted coming to order. In fact, a large majority of the states have not even identified the sanction post recorded in the state. Logic, this state of Nagaland also falls into this. In spite of the fact that we now have figures in each of the states having children with special needs. The figure of children with special needs in each of the states and union territories, which we presently have before this court, may be present very much only slightly is as follows. No, in respect of the state of Nagaland, we will find serial number 20. State of Nagaland, we have 4,084 children with special needs. 4,084. What we will find state of Nagaland, serial number 20.
Yes.
4,084. This is very important. The figure is very important. In the judgment dated 28/10/2021, it was left to the central government to come up with the teacher-pupil ratio in such schools with special children, and the ratio which we have been given by the central government is 1:10 for a primary school, and 1:15 for middle and secondary schools respectively. So the ratio is very clear. 1:10 for primary and 1:15 for middle and secondary schools. Once we have the teacher-pupil ratio with us and also the figures as to the number of children with special needs in each of the states and union territories, by this time, each of the states and duties should have at this identified the number of sanction posts. Under these circumstances, the following orders are being passed today. This order is very important. One, each states and duties shall come with notifications with the number of posts that they have sanctioned for teachers who have to impart education to children with special needs. The first requirement is a notification, and we are concerned with this notification, Lord. A notification with the number of posts that they have sanctioned for teachers. That has to indicate state of Nagaland came up with a notification, Lord, but no sanction posts, Lord.
What they have indicated?
They have invited only the teachers who have BA degree. BA degree for special teachers, Lord. They can impart only
This notification says that you have to identify sanction posts.
Lord.
So how many posts have been identified here?
Not yet, Lord. No, there's no such instruction, Lord, and there's a notification. I'll come to the notification, Lord. Now coming to the second order, Lord. After the posts have been sanctioned and notified, which shall be done positively within a period of 3 weeks from today, that is 28/3/2025. This post need to be advertised at least in 2 newspapers having wide circulation in the respective state as well as on the website of the Department of Education, also on the official government website of each of the state. So unless this first requirement is complied, second cannot be undertaken. The states have to first identify the sanction posts, and after that, such posts should be advertised, inviting all eligible candidates to participate in such selection process.
Yes.
Now the third, let the selection and appointment be made of qualified, competent, eligible teachers only. This is important, Lord. Qualified, competent, and eligible teachers. Further, the requirement of RCI qualification. This is very important, Lord. RCI qualification.
What is this RCI?
Rehabilitation concept in their Lordship. I'll come to that notification. There's a notification issued by this council. Certificate also needs to be taken into account for appointment to the post as directed by this court in its judgment dated 28 and 2021, which is reported for. As a candidate not having RCI candidate shall be ineligible. So the basic requirement is the candidate should have RCI qualification code. Meanwhile, these were the three directions we should go to. Now coming to the next logic. Meanwhile, we have to inform that in many of the states and union territories, this is also for logic. Ad hoc teachers on contract basis, the petitioners falls under this category logic. We are all serving on contract basis. Are presently imparting education and taking classes of children with special needs. We have also been informed that in some of the states, these teachers have been continuing for the last 20 years approximately. For this reason, the state should immediately constitute a screening committee consisting of the following. So this is only for those teachers who are in service. The first direction was with regard to the sanction post, and the steps follows their own. But as far as the contract teachers are concerned, screening test. Now the first direction, state commissioner for shall consist of the following committee members, state commissioner for person with disabilities, state of Nagaland, and also one commission for this person with disabilities, appointed under section 79 of Rights of Person with Disabilities Act 2016, second member, secretary of the Education Department of the concerned state. So for the state of Nagaland, it will be the commissioner and secretary, the education department. The third is a nominee of the RCR who will be a competent person having knowledge in the prescribed area. This shall be the three-member committee for each of the states and UTs. We made it very clear that in case there is no disability commissioner available in any state, in that case, only he or she shall be substituted by the legal representative or the local secretary of the state concerned. Now, if I may allowed to take the launch to page 13, the next page.
It should have been legal remembrancer.
Launch.
Instead of-
Exactly, launch. Yes.
Yes, now what?
No, logic, if I may allowed to complete this, there are only one page, there's only one page.
Yes.
The screening committee shall examine the case of each of the candidates who have been working on contract daily wage basis with this, to teach this children, and those teachers who have been found to be competent, eligible, and qualified to teach shall be given by the pay scale of special education teacher. This is important logic.
Yes.
After conducting the screening test, if I'm found eligible, I'll be given the regular pay scale of a special teacher. The past experience of this teachers shall also be kept in mind. However, the mandatory requirement they have reiterated again for each of the candidates should be RCI qualification.
Yes.
Further, in case of a person who was already working and teaching for the last many years, the screening committee shall also be authorized to consider relaxation of the age limit in appropriate cases. Let all this be completed within a period of 12 weeks from today, which will include 3 weeks from the sanction post, which have to be identified. We made it absolutely clear that the benefits of pay scale will only be prospective and not retrospective. From the date of this such appointment after selection, they will be appointed against the sanction post and shall be given the pay scale, which is to be given to the post only of the screening. It is made clear that those states where posts have already been sanctioned should immediately start the selection process. The state of Nagaland is set to start launching. We also made it clear that in some of the states such as Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, and Manipur, which are represented today through their respective council, before this court have started, that there have been some logical problems for the appointment of trained teachers in their state too. All the same, they shall initiate the exercise, which shall be subject to the availability of teachers with qualifications as indicated above. List on 15/7/2025. Project on this day, another demo was extended, and the latest returnable date is on 29th of this month. The states, they are supposed to finish the follow-up action, the report before the.
Now, why are you before this court?
Oh,
Why are you before? this?
Lord, now I'm coming to my previous spot. If I may be allowed to take your lordship to page number 121. 121.
Yes.
In compliance with the direction which this honorable board has just through is lordship. State of Nagaland, they come up with a notification. And notification is exclusively for the screening test, lordship, screening test.
Screening test of those, for those candidates who are already in service.
Exactly, Lord.
Okay,
Now, candidate of 8 August 2025.
yes,
In compliance with the Honorable Supreme Court order dated 7/3/2025 in the PTC Soil, applicants are hereby invited from the contractual special education teachers currently employed under Samagra Shiksha for the purpose of screening. Very clear, Lordship. Now I'm concerned with the requisite qualifications. One, registration certificate of rehabilitation of India. So that is the foremost, the first RCS certificate is required. Second, and the candidates should possess this graduate and B.Ed General with 1 year diploma in special education. C. B.Ed General with 2 years diploma in special education. B.Ed General with post. Lordship, basically all the requirements is only for B.Ed, Lordship, only for B.Ed candidates. And the last L, any other equivalent qualification approved by RCI. Any other equivalent. So the word equivalent is also important, qualification approved by RCI.
yes,
So basically it is only for those candidates in service who have B.Ed qualification
or any other qualification.
or any other equivalent qualification. Now coming to the general important dates, if you're not, you kindly come to the next page. Important dates, important dates. G. Date of publication of notification is 9/8/2025. Last date of submission of application is 18/8/2025,
Which is over.
which is overloaded. And shortlisting of eligible candidates to be notified 28, which is also overloaded. Now we have also submitted our applications, but we, the petitioners before us, for 28 of us who are in service, Lordship, we possess only B.Ed code,
Only
diploma in education, diploma in education, special education, Lordship.
diploma in special education or education.
Diploma education under bracket special education. Lordship. B.Ed.
Whether it is recognized by RCI.
Yes. Now I'll come to the guideline issued by RCI.
Yes,
Page number 124. Page number 124.
yes,
This is dated 11/1/2012. This is the council issued by the council. Subject is minimum requirement of RCI approved qualification for appointment of special education teachers.
yes,
Madam Sir, please to inform you that the council has developed the guidelines for minimum requirement of RCI approved qualification for appointment of special education teachers. This guidelines supersede previous similar orders issued by the council and shall come into force with immediate effect. So this is the guideline which is on the field, Lordship. Now, annexure 125, page number 125, annexure 1.
yes,
This has categorized the level of education, Lordship. The first is preschool, nursery, play school, Lordship. The minimum academic and professional qualification requires 10 plus pass and certificate program in early education, special education. Now we are concerned with the second level of education, Lordship. Elementary, primary, and upper primary, Lordship.
yes,
We have the qualification to teach the elementary, primary, and upper primary. The qualification required is 10 plus 2 pass and 2-year B.Ed special education in any of the category of disability, Lordship. Any of the category of disability. There are more than 20 categories of disabilities, Lordship.
okay,
Or 10 plus 2 pass in 1 year diploma. So it is also only 1 year diploma in special education in any of the category of disability. We fall under any of these categories, Lordship. Now, the third level of education you also will find page number 126. That is the last page of this petition. The secondary and senior secondary. For secondary and senior secondary, B.Ed is required. Graduate B.Ed special education or any other equivalent qualification. So in other words, Lordship, by the notification, the state respondents have invited only for the post of secretary, senior secretary. We have been left out. That is my grievance. Whereas we have been teaching, Lordship.
No, in the advertisement, whether posts are identified.
No posts are
which-
identified, Lord. No posts are identified. And Lordship, if the qualification is only for BEd,
So it has to be for,
we may not be eligible to teach secretary, senior secretary, Lordship. Because we have the qualification only for diploma, Lordship.
but are there schools in secondary and upper secondary
Lordship, there are schools.
and
In fact,
where the children of special
Yes.
need
yes, Lord. In fact,
are?
the reality in the state of Nagaland, Lordship. We have only 42 special teachers in the state of Nagaland, whereas the state of Nagaland has identified more than 4,000 people, Lordship, who need special care. Lordship, what has happened? We had 42 teachers, we are assigned with block boys, Lordship. So I'm assigned to take care of a block.
No, for which post this advertisement was given?
Most has not been mentioned, Lordship. The
So
screen, it simply says that there will be a screening test. And the applicants are invited from the candidates who possess only BEd, Lordship. My simple direction, prayer before this local court is if a direction may be issued to include even the BEd. That is my simple and limited prayer, Lordship, before this court. Because the Honorable Supreme Court's direction is also very clear, Lordship, and RCI. And as per the guideline provided for RCI, there are 3 levels of education, Lordship. 3 levels.
Yes, Mr. Angami. For which post you are conducting this screening?
Lordship, as this notification is not very specific in nature. However, Lordship, I wanted to say one thing here. I wanted to make a submission. Petitioner, this petition may be premature in a sense that, Your Lordship, the application submitted by the petitioner before the authorities, basing on these notifications, is yet to be rejected. Number 1. Number 2, Your Lordship. Number 2, the petitioner are showing the notifications issued by the Rehabilitation Council of India, Your Lordship. If you see that at page 125, starting from 125,
Yes,
every column, the last para is any other equivalent qualification approved by RCI. Your Lordship, page 26,
yes.
page 26 again, the
Yes,
first, yes.
that covers.
Yes, that covers, Your Lordship. That covers. Not only that, Your Lordship.
But they are not called for.
No, they have submitted the applications as per their submission. It is yet to be rejected. It is yet to be rejected. So it is premature.
Lordship, I agree, we have submitted our applications, Lordship. And the date is very important. The short list candidates was supposed to be published on 20th, which is over, Lordship.
But has it
No
been?
shortlist candidate, we have not been invited, which is why we are compelled to approach this honorable court.
No, Your Lordship. It says interview date for the shortlisted candidate shall be notified at a later date. It is mentioned at page
No, but
123.
who are the shortlisted candidates?
Yet to be, Your Lordship. Therefore, the petitioner's applications are yet to be rejected. So it is premature. It is premature, Your Lordship.
This is
How are they aggrieved as of today, my lord?
No, in the advertisement, you have mentioned a date, specific date that. So you have to take instructions why the shortlisted candidates were not published as stated in the advertisement. Unless they have genuine apprehension that without publishing this shortlisted
Yes,
list of candidates,
yes.
you might have invited others because you have also fixed a date of interview
Yes.
in your advertisement.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Let him seek instruction.
It's very Lordship.
When is the date of interview?
No, there is no date for interview.
Not notified, and Lordship, the date is very important. State has to submit a report on it in this month. So the state, they have only 1 week's time. So,
No, but we don't know whether you will be called or not, because their advertisement also mentions that any other qualification
Yes.
approved by RC.
because they have mentioned only beer and any other equivalent. So it has to be equivalent to beer, Your Lordship. Whereas on.
No,
no.
no, 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 Your Lordship.
If they can come up with a written instruction that they can even consider that D.Ed candidates, we will have no preference for.
No, but the RCI itself mentions
In their own
in
notification.
their,
And
Yes.
if you want to be very appreciated, there's no such written instruction as yet, but the petitioners, they approached the authorities to submit the application. And they have been specifically told verbally that it is only for B.Ed qualified.
No, Your Lordship. Not at
That
this
is the
stage.
instruction I've received
Yeah,
from the
Your
client.
Lordship. At least that submission, not at this stage, Your Lordship. Not at this stage.
Lordship, as an officer of the board, I am
Yes.
making my submission as per the instruction of the client.
now what
It may or may
relief,
not-
what relief you want at this stage?
If D.Ed qualified, then goes the equity the screening test. Only the simple lordship, simple direction. Specifically only that.
No, for that also this court has to ascertain whether you were disqualified.
Correct, correct, correct.
So let them inform this court. Let Mr. Angami take instruction
Lordship. Lordship.
why the list of shortlisted candidate was not published on the date as mentioned in the
Yes,
advertisement, and whether the case of petitioners are also considered.
yes, Your Lordship. It may also be, Your Lordship, it may also be that this advertisement, as what my learned friend has submitted, there may be another notification also which specifically
You
provides.
take
Yes,
instruction.
yes, Your Lordship, yes.
Such a detail, people comply with it.
Heard Mr. Moa Zamir, learned counsel for the petitioners. Also heard Mr. N. Angami, learned senior government advocate, appearing for
1, 2, and 5, my Lord.
respondent number 1, 2, and 5. Who are the other respondents?
Lordship, the one is the Commissioner of Person with Disability, and another one is the Rehabilitation Council of India and State Mission Director.
1, 2, and 5.
Yes. One
This,
person.
this writ petition under Article 226 of the Constitution of India has been filed by the petitioners impugning the notification number ED/1/SET-1/recruitment/2025 dated 9/8/2025, which was issued by respondent number 5, inviting the applicants from contractual special education teachers currently employed under Samagra Shiksha for the purpose of screening. Learned counsel for the petitioner has submitted that the apex court in its order dated, which is the date of the order, 7/3/2025, passed in the case of Rajneesh Kumar Pandey and others versus Union of India, within bracket, writ petition civil number 132/2016, had issued directions to all the states of India to number one, come out with notification with number of posts that they have sanctioned for the teachers who have to impart education to children with special needs. Number 2, after the post has been sanctioned and notified, the states shall have to issue an advertisement in respect of the said post in widely circulated newspapers as well as official website of the Department of Education and other official government websites. Number 3, the selection and appointment of qualified competent teachers, qualified/competent/eligible teachers have to be made accordingly. It was also clarified by the apex court in the judgment in the said order that requirement of RCI qualification certificate should also be taken into account for appointment to the posts. Stop. The apex court has further directed that for those teachers, ad hoc teachers who were appointed on contractual basis and who were imparting education to the children with special need for a long period of time, a screening committee shall be constituted and those teachers who are found to be competent/eligible and qualified to teach shall be given the pay scale of special teacher. The apex court has specified a time limit for completion of the entire process, that is 12 weeks from the date of the judgment, the said order. Learned counsel for the petitioners has submitted that the petitioners are working as ad hoc teachers, teachers appointed on contractual basis to impart education to children with special needs. He also submits that all the petitioners have the requisite qualification you have registration certificate from RCI, have registration certificate from RCI and have gone diploma in education within bracket special, which is also recognized by the RCI. Stop. However, he submits that the state respondents, without notifying the number of sanction posts, number of posts that the government have sanctioned for teachers who have to impart education to children with special need, has issued an advertisement, a notification calling for the applications from contractual special education teachers who were who are currently employed under Samagra Shiksha for the purpose of screening. Stop. Learned counsel for the petitioner submits that the requisite qualification in the said notification is RCI registration certificate and B.Ed with 1 year diploma in special education, B.Ed with diploma in special education, or special education. Just a minute. Last line. No, before that. And 10 other alternative qualifications which requires, and 10 other alternative qualifications which requires B.Ed degree. Learned counsel for the petitioner has submitted that the B.Ed degree has been prescribed by the RCI only for secondary and higher secondary schools, whereas for the preschool / nursery, play school, and elementary / primary / upper primary schools, diploma in education has been prescribed. He submits that as the petitioners have only diploma in education, and as the date and as they have not been called for no, and as the last date of notification of shortlisted candidates, that is 28/2025, has already been lapsed, the petitioner apprehends that they may be excluded from the process of screening. And therefore, learned counsel for the petitioners submits that the petitioner a direction may be issued so as to call the petitioners also for the purpose of facing screening committee, for the purpose of interview, for the purpose of screening test. So, on the other hand, learned senior government counsel Mr. N. Angami has submitted that though the last date of publishing, notifying of shortlisted eligible candidate which was 28/2025 as per the notification dated 8th August 2025 has lapsed. However, till date, no list of shortlisted candidate has been notified.
No, Your Lordship. I am not aware whether it has been notified or not.
No, okay.
Yes. I don't know whether it has been notified.
Lapsed.
Yes.
But he does not have instructions
Yes.
in this regard as to whether the shortlisted candidates, list of shortlisted candidates have been notified or not. Therefore, he prays for some time to seek instructions in this regard. He also submits that if the list is yet to be notified, then the petitioners then the grievance of petitioners appears to be premature.
Yeah.
Stop. you take instructions,
Lordship.
issue notice to the respondents, issue notice since London Senior Government Counsel, Mr. N. Angami, has appeared for respondent number
1, 2, and 5.
1, 2, and 5. No formal notice need to be issued to the said respondents. However, as regards the other respondents are concerned, the petitioner shall take steps for issuance of notice to the said respondents within bracket 3, 4, and 6 by registered post with AD as well as by usual mode within 2 days from the date of this order, returnable on, give a date after 3 weeks. Till September. However, we are fixing it again on Tuesday or Wednesday. You inform this court whether list has been published or not.
Yes, Your Lordship.
The-
Yes, division, but if it can be on
Thursday,
Thursday. Your Lordship,
Thursday.
yes.
However, then
I'll just fix
Fri-
that, Your Lordship.
Friday. You suggested it because you are in need of, you are apprehending that you are excluded. So,
You say.
Just,
That time can be extended on the day.
Lordship, one aspect is that if at all, because it is not proper on my part to submit without going through the documents.
Yes.
It's a verbal. That if that aspect can be taken into consideration and listed on Thursday, Your Lordship. I'm just asking for three working days, my lord. Monday, Tuesday, and then Thursday, my lord.
Fine, apologies, but you don't have to fix the Thursday, principal signal.
Then in that case, Your Lordship, Friday? No, this work Friday, next Friday is something. On 29th?
however, let this matter be listed again on 29th of August, on which date learned Senior Government Counsel shall inform this court as to whether the list of shortlisted candidates has been published
Yes.
has been published on the date mentioned in the
Notification.
notification. And if it is published, he is also requested to place a copy of that said list before this court,
Lordship,
list accordingly.
if FOP can be issued to me today itself. Your
Let
Lordship.
a copy of this order
Yes.
be furnished to learned senior government advocate for compliance.
Let's say I'm, closing the RCS, I've made a specific permanent petition, if necessary.
Learned counsel for the petitioner seeks leave of this court to file an additional affidavit to bring on record the RCI certificates of the petitioners. The prayer is allowed.
In any way, we are not doubting the certificate. Your Lordship. Deeply obliged.